Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Who ordered the well done justice, or should I say, dark?
Justice. Nah, it's nothing dark about this, bro. False advertising.
Dark crisis. It's just starting, Lilith. The sun's going down.
The other crises were in full swing, bro.
I know. All right, kids, welcome back to Unlimited Justice, your Justice League, your Justice Society podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is
that psycho pirate herself, Lilith Hellfire.
Oh, you don't want to know the things she's done. So we have a crisis that's taking a while to get in gear. Come on.
Can we just kill the Justice League permanently? Is that okay?
Oh my.
I'd rather have like Suicide Squad, Secret Six.
I was gonna say, oh my god. So instead of Batman, you want the entire DC universe resting on Nightwing's shoulders? Okay.
I mean, it'd be in safer hands.
Yeah, true. Wait a minute.
No, Nightwing better than Batman.
I mean, look at Dark Crisis, Lilith. We kill off the Justice League. You want the whole DC universe on the backs of Nightwing and
I of course love Hal Jordan.
I mean, it was always going to be Hal Jordan, bro. Like, who are we kidding? It was always going to be him. They have a hard-on for him, so...
Wow! Well, some people do.
I of course love Hal Jordan.
And I, of course, love Jon Stewart. Phil, you're up.
I, of course, love Kyle Rayner.
Now, where's Charlie? Sinestro did nothing.
I, of course, love Sinestro.
We got to get that drop. Bro.
All right, so... Yeah, DC actually puts out some other books, too. But yeah, this Dark Crisis... God, they gave away, like, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Like, first maybe 6, 7 pages in that free comic book day issue.
Which is typical. That's
true.
Right.
I mean, I think Marvel's at least been doing original content in their free comic book day issues for a while.
What, for 2 whole years, Phil?
I think that or might have been a little longer.
Okay.
So yeah, we see the whole.
But to be fair, Free Comic Book Day is all about the promotion of your ongoing books.
Yes.
So they're just following the format.
Is it even the ongoing books anymore? I think the last couple of years it's just been like, look what big event we got coming up.
Yeah, it has been for like the last 4 years about events mostly, but Doctor Who Origins, which just came out this week, their Free Comic Book Day was the first, I think, 8 pages of that story. So my point was a lot of companies are still doing that. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, events, because we used to always have like one big summer event, and of course, Free Comic Book Day is in May, so it made sense to promote that big event.
Now
we're just constantly an event after crossover, and I'm over it.
Think of it as a giant chain of just event link, buy it from event link, just on and on.
Since Convergence, I'm pretty sure Multiversity, Convergence, all that, we have been in one long crisis event. And it is annoying the hell out of me. Like, I can't remember the last time we didn't have an event or something crossing over. I literally can't remember. I think it's literally been about 10 years. New 52.
Oh, yeah. It's like, well, what about this continuity? Look at this new shiny event we have for you.
Yeah, there is no continuity. It's a mess.
Whatever
and
they
I'm
want.
Okay with that, because that helps, like, for the most part, everybody knows. See, unlike, say, Iron Man, or, unless you, like, well, even MCU Iron Man, you can't really get a good gist of comic book Iron Man from, really. You don't know what a big bastard he truly is, which is what makes that character so great. Everybody knows who Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman is, so you can just jump in at this point. Like, honestly, you had 80 years. It's not our fault. It's Wikipedia. Wikipedia is free.
It's the other characters. It's like, well, who's this Superman? Well, this is Superman's son, or
Superman's got a son. They're like, that baby from Lois and Clark is now John Kent. Do you feel old yet?
It's like, can you imagine if you haven't read comics in like 5 or 10 years and you jump into this? It's like, wait a minute, what is Batman?
Married?
Why does Batman look black in this? I don't know.
It's like, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Another episode that could not air today.
Wait, what?
Yeah, people have a beef with that episode, so.
Oh, yeah. Although they still air it, I see it.
That's because it's on old people's networks.
That's true. Oh my God, did you see? I think they said there was one episode they did not air. I don't know if it had something
It's the
to do
Puerto
with.
Rican Pride Festival one.
Oh, I thought it was
The
something with a
flag
gun.
one.
I thought it was something with a gun, like Russian roulette or something.
Oh. No, it was the only one that I know that they don't air in syndication is the one about the Puerto Rican Day Pride flag getting burned or whatever.
Oh yeah, I never see that. Yeah.
I literally didn't even know it was a thing until I bought the DVDs like 2 years after. Whenever that the collection came out the first time, I was just like, "What? I don't know this episode."
Who will not wear the ribbon?
Exactly. Best recurring characters, honestly.
Narrowly, like what, like 2 episodes?
Like 3 or 4 actually, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember that when they stole the armoire. Yeah.
And they're in the Puerto Rican flag one. And
Oh,
there's
okay,
another
yeah.
one too. I can't think off the top of my head. But enough Seinfeld. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Dark Crisis. Joshua Williamson, what are you doing, babes? I love you. I want you to be my new best friend, but this ain't it.
Is it? I mean, you were
Dark
saying
Crisis ain't it. I love everything else he's writing. This ain't it.
you were saying it wasn't going full speed yet. I mean, is that because we have to drag this out till December?
Why do you keep reminding me?
I mean, there's checklists in every issue, Lilith. I swear. I don't think I have to remind you. And they keep adding issues to the list.
It doesn't feel epic. Like I'm old enough. Well, not really old enough, but like I remember when I was like finally got around to reading like Infinite Crisis. Like every book had a sense of urgency. There's no sense of urgency in this at all.
Well, it's kind of like.
And that went on for pretty long. It was pretty.
I know.
long, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, like all the other Crisis, it's like, okay, here's this big, huge threat. It's like all the heroes are gonna have to step up. This, it's just like, hey, the Justice League's dead.
It's just
Look
a
how
couple of them too.
This one so far, just like the Justice League's dead. Look how screwed everyone else is.
It's like, babes, we got Nubia. Babes, we got Nightwing. we're good. We're good.
I mean, look at the Justice League. You have a
Babes, we got Wally at full capacity finally.
That's what I'm saying.
We're good. We're good, bro.
You have a
Let
replacement
them die.
for
My whole
everyone.
point is let them die and let them stay dead. How about that?
That's what I'm saying. Everyone you killed, you have a replacement for one, if not several. I mean, you got John Kent. You got.
If it's not Yara Floor, you got Donna Troy. I'm just
Well, that's
saying.
what I was gonna say. You got 20 Wonder Girls. I mean, yeah.
You got Nubia, like
you got-
know.
yeah,
Proof
it's like
how
one-
Hippolyta could do Wonder Woman's job. So like, come on.
I know. You got Wally. You got John Kent. I mean, you got Nightwing. You got I Am Batman. You got even some of those other guys. It's Green Arrow. It's like you got Roy. You got Connor. It's like, come on.
I mean, do they have Connor?
Well, he's there, Lilith Hellfire.
He's there, existing in the background with nobody touching that character for 20 years. It's fine.
Always asexual. No one's touching him.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
I know it's a joke.
Spectrum.
It's a joke, Charlie. Settle down.
I don't want the
I know.
LGBTQIA plus community after us. We are, unlike Charlie, we are very much cancelable. And since Jughead is my favorite character and he is Ace, I will protect Aces at all costs.
I'm uncancelable.
So anywho, but yeah, no.
I love how
think
like
Roy, it's time for Roy to step up too. So it's like, we haven't done anything with Oliver for like what, 4 or 5 years? Honestly, no, really. I'll wait.
I know. I'm still waiting for a Green Arrow book. But I wonder if that's
really been in the Justice League in forever either. So
I maybe Green Arrow will be one of like 20 new number ones we'll get in January after this is over.
I wouldn't hold my breath on that. I don't know why they refuse to reboot the property or whatever, but
Is it just that they don't have a good take on them, or
it never stopped them before? Looking at Mike Grill.
oh, burn.
Whatever.
But what?
Whatever.
Okay, what
Catch these
was it?
hands. Little Hellfire's hands are rated E for everyone.
What was the last good take on Green Arrow?
Ooh. It's been a minute. I mean, it hasn't been egregious, but like that dark gritty reboot that Mike Grill did, come on. I mean, I didn't like it. It's fine enough. Like it was cool at the time, but looking back, that really is like the downfall of Green Arrow.
It kind of isolated him, It kind of threw him in Seattle.
He needs to be that happy-go-lucky guy because that's what makes him different from Batman. Like,
I know.
Have that much trauma, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was dark, and he was pulling Hal Jordans with teenage girls. Yeah.
And then he also got raped, and it's just like, it had a kid. It's just like, come on, be original. I know he is Green Batman, but we were away from that. Denny fixed it for you. He fixed it, and you threw it down the. Honestly, that's my favorite take. It'll always be my favorite take, because we don't have real life billionaires like that. So
yeah,
that will be my favorite take until a real life billionaire is actually Oliver Queen.
That's what that needs to be the big push for Green Arrow. It's like he's Batman, but he's like more of a fully functioning human being.
Like, even like no tea, no shade. Even like all of his like proteges, like say Speedy and Roy, and they all have this really like they weren't afraid to dirty them up. Like, they gave the one kid AIDS, you know what I mean? Sure, they killed Jason, but they brought him back. I mean, Roy's still missing his arm, for God's sakes, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, there's a difference between those two characters and how they deal with their proteges and their rogues and things like that. And I appreciate it. I love Batman and I love Green Arrow for 2 different reasons. They don't need to be the same character.
Yeah.
Batman.
I mean, even think about it. Like, the Arrow car. Come on, really? It was like point of parody almost. Which,
Arrow Cave, Arrow Car. Yeah. That's...
It makes it so ridiculous. It's like, oh, Batman, I can see it. But now when you put a lampshade on it, it's kind of ridiculous, right? And I like things like that. We just don't do it. Everything is so serious. Why so serious? Yes, DC, why so serious? That's all. I'm very passionate about Green Arrow. Oliver Queen is a character, and Arrow did do a lot of damage to the property. You can hate me for saying it, but it is very true.
You want to know how I got a lot
of cool things. I'm not gonna lie. And that's why the movie started taking stuff like Suicide Squad.
I know. You want to know how I got all these reboots?
And then you just look over to Warner Bros. Counting their money. That's still not $1 billion.
Oh.
We need the money. Gimme. It'll never be $1 billion till you do right by us, DC.
But I just have to laugh at like Dark Crisis when how Jordan shows up and he's like, "What happened to the Justice League?" Then you flash the Black Adam. It's been 84 years.
Seriously. Oh, shout out to the Black Adam trailer. Have you seen it yet?
Nah.
No. Oh, okay.
I mean,
I don't care about Black Adam. I don't care about that movie no more.
I mean, I guess I'll get around to
that
it.
Movie's been in production as long as the Flash movie, quiet as it's kept. So,
I mean, I guess
it's kept.
I'll probably watch it this weekend, but I'm not excited for it.
Why aren't you excited for it, Phil? Like, I'm the Debbie Downer here. Come on.
I don't know, Black Adam. I don't know.
At least he did have a Shazam movie. Before.
I know. Did you see soon? I guess they're starting like a bunch of like Justice Society one shots, but I don't know if it's like prequel movie stuff for Black Adam, because I think they're focusing on characters showing up there like Hawkman and stuff.
That's exactly what it is. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
At least Hawkman's black. There's that. I love Aldous Hodges, so it is what it is.
Hey, at least DC got one movie that they could release the prequel comics to.
Burn. Oh boy, they shouldn't even release that movie at this point. It's gonna go all to the victims fund at this point.
Oh,
again, the ancient hellfire stands for hot takes, bro. Okay.
I mean, I don't think that's a hot take. I mean, I could see protests at some of those Flash screenings.
At this point, yeah.
I mean, if we're getting petitions for Amber Turd, I mean, come on, people are going to be going after Ezra.
But no, honestly, I've heard crickets. I think I'm the first person that said that they should cancel Ezra. Enough's enough. I think I'm the only person saying it because they're afraid.
I think the internet. You know why? I think the internet's saying it a little bit, but I think Warner's is trying to.
After this, supposedly it's allegedly, so I guess we have to find out if it's actually true, and then we'll riot. But it's so believable that I'm just like, yeah. It's not like he's Michael Jackson, so. I mean, he has so much money where it's like, are they after the money, or is it true? That's what I mean by that.
It could always be a little column A, a little column B.
Ezra has no money. He's worth as much as Amber Turd at this point.
Oh.
If you know, you know.
I love somebody online was like, you're about to see Amber Turd in a bunch of like crappy movies because she needs the money.
She's always been in crappy. Honestly, before Aquaman, I didn't even know where she came from.
They're like,
I don't know a single Amber Heard movie besides that movie.
It's going to be even worse movies because.
Oh, Lifetime movies. Lifetime wouldn't even touch her with a 10-foot pole. So.
I mean, who knows? OnlyFans, who knows?
Well, he found her in the gutter. She's going to return to the gutter. So. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, you usually do flush a turd.
Back to another turd in bed. Dark Crisis.
And then this whole
Joshua
thing with...
Williamson, if you hear this, please know that I love everything else you're writing. I am just not here for another damn crisis. I have lived through like 90 of them at this point.
And it's so weird, like John, like trying to form the new Justice League, and a bunch of people turning him down. But then,
I mean, that's homophobia, but we'll get to that.
Oh, burn!
I mean, well, no. if it's there, there's always some subtext there. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but I mean, some of it's denial. Like, Nightwing's like, nah, they're not dead.
He's got his fingers crossed, but he's the person
because
dead.
I think John...
Look, listen, Dick secretly hates Bruce and hope he's dead. I changed my mind. He's like, this guy has done enough damage to Damian, Tim, and Jason. Enough's enough. And he wouldn't kill Joker after what he did to Babs. Yeah, he's holding some hostility.
Maybe he thinks the universal balance is like, if we get rid of Bruce, maybe Alfred will return.
Maybe the Joker will die.
That is weird. That Nightwing's like, oh yeah, Batman and the others aren't dead. They'll be back. But then, everyone's like, oh, Alfred's dead. He's really, really dead. He's never coming back dead.
So obviously he's going to come back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Although it's taking way too long at this point. And I don't feel, maybe they feel like he's Aunt Harriet at this point. I don't know. That's the thing that I'm nervous about, especially since Pennyworth got canceled or whatever.
Or are we waiting for did it get canceled?
I guess. I haven't seen news about another season. They cut the book short, so I don't know.
Oh, did they? Oh, burn.
So yeah. So now I'm like, Alfred is a proper. I mean, nobody really responded to the Alfred and the Batman with Robert Pattinson either. So it's like, do we need a Pennyworth? Do we need an Alfred anymore?
I mean,
everybody's old and out of the house. Even Damian's not around. He's out doing Lazarus Pit tournaments. So what is Alfred there for?
I mean, like when we do movies and stuff now, is Alfred going to become like Silver Age Monpaw Kent? We'll get to year one and Alfred will like die in like year one.
I mean, they might as well have blown him up in that hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think twice about it. Like, yeah, sure, kill Alfred. We do it all the time in the comics.
I always thought they kept him around.
Give
If
him some,
nothing,
give him some new fresh man pain besides the parents' death. You know.
that's true. Yeah. Oh yeah. That was the floating head when Dick Grayson was talking about him and his parents. Yeah. But no, I mean, I always thought if nothing else, they're like, oh yeah, he needs a mechanic. He needs a guy to stitch him up when he's stupid out in the field.
You can get a bat bot, bro.
Oh, true.
I'm just saying.
Robotic assistant. And I guess
They
we're still
have them now. He's a billionaire. I'm just saying that's more
I
for
know.
anonymity.
like that one.
Can't torture a identity of a robot. That's all I'm saying.
Oh hell, like Rocky 4. All right.
Oh, please not. Shout out to the 45th anniversary of Rocky, by the way. One of my favorite franchises ever.
That's right. So we're still trying to make Killer Frost a thing.
If the TV show is, I guess they are too.
I don't know, man. Caitlyn kind of went on vacation, so.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
After
my.
8 years, they finally figured nobody cares.
Oh,
After the West Island shipper said no to Snowberry, she's been wandering aimlessly ever since.
trying to find a man.
Trying to find a purpose, because apparently all women are good for is pairing them up with men. Sorry, Candace Patton. Don't mean to be speaking truth to your character.
Oh my God, she's still stuck in the still force, and everyone's just like, oh, I guess we'll find her soon.
Well,
I guess we'll
people to give them pep talks. Oh well.
I guess we'll find her soon. But there doesn't seem to be
She should have asked Jesse, "Hey, bro, you got any room for me on your new show?" Just
There's only like 3. There's only like 3 episodes left this season. I think they said.
I'm so over that show, bro.
Oh my God, you probably didn't watch the last one, but yeah, the previews for the one coming up this week.
When's the finale again, so I can remember to catch up?
I think it's the last week of June. They said there's 3 episodes left, so
Okay.
like that.
Remind
this
me
week.
Remind me when it's the penultimate episode.
Okay. Why are we gonna do an episode?
Of course.
Oh,
I
but
said that.
I know. But yeah, he went
I
to
didn't know you were gonna actually do it.
I know. He went to interrogate Eobard on Leon Yu this week, or should I say the Tom Cavanaugh Eobard thon, because next week
he left.
I don't know. I think they said he wasn't gonna be a regular, but I guess he'll pop in from time to time.
So is that like the original? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll find out.
Lilith, he interrogates the Tom Cavanaugh Eobard thon, and then next week in the previews they show, I guess, we see the Matt Lencher Eobard. He looks like he has amnesia.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're gonna. Somebody's gonna be a time remnant, or we're gonna merge them. I don't know.
Just using Leanne Yu though is such a freaking rub in the salt wound to real Arrow fans.
I know,
didn't
but I
watch
think
Flash because.
But I think it was just that he was in Argus custody, so.
Allegedly.
Yeah, because he's powerless, supposedly. Yeah.
If he was powerless, we do have Blackgate Penitentiary in this universe, so I don't know why we're using Leanne Yu, but
Armageddon. Okay. Let's not kill Eobard. Yeah, okay. How many people has he killed?
Should have let should have called Heatwave. He would have done it. Then your hands are clean. Just saying.
And then this Dark Crisis. I mean, we're setting up issue 2. I knew we were going to set up issue 2 at the end of this with Slade sending all the villains against to like take down the Titans.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad they remembered he existed, but now I'm sad.
Do you really think he shot Beast Boy in the head?
No. I mean, maybe. That'd be the most interesting thing they could ever do.
Maybe wound him, and that's why Dick beats the holy living crap out of him next issue. Because they said the majority of issue 2 is going to be just Dick and Deathstroke going at it.
Heyo. Cat fight, Jerry.
With Raquel Welch. No, I said I'm just waiting for issue 2, just like Dick beats down Deathstroke, and then on the last page is just like dedicated to George Perez.
Aww. I wonder who's going to do the art for that one. I don't think it's
wonder if it's going to be the same one. I mean, I like the art in this one. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
Oh my!
I mean, no shade to Daniel Sampier or whatever, but
I mean, it wasn't bad. I didn't think so.
Bad, but I don't know.
Trust me, it could be worse.
It can always be worse. There could be bad feet.
And then, of course, hey, what do you mean we're not ramping up? Got Pariah being all DC villain on the last page.
Yawn.
Destroy the multiverse.
I'm not impressed. That's all I can say is I'm not impressed.
Lilith, destroy the multiverse. Where have I heard this before?
Listen, 0 Hours. I think I've decided that 0 Hour is my favorite crisis, and nothing will top it. So.
Well, because that one was like somewhat original because, every other one's been like destroy the multiverse. At least like 0 Hour, it was like, stuff with time travel. And it's like, your favorite version of Hal Jordan just being all petty.
Die course of Hal Jordan.
Yes, exactly. They gave us something fresh, different, and they just can't do that anymore. It's just wash, rinse, repeat at this point.
Well, yeah, and 2, it's like, with 0 Hour, we had all the issues tied into it, but then they gave you like entertaining stuff. It's like, basically like what if issues, with those alternate timelines and stuff.
They just don't make them like they used to. I'm old, I'm jaded, and it is very hard to impress me. Just ask my dates.
Hey-oh!
So I think that's what it is at the end of the day. It's just I've been here, done that, and it's been done better and for more shock value. I know that they're gonna be back. We know this before it's even over. You know what I mean?
Is it not? I'm not even talking Dark Crisis in particular, but just like all major events like this. Is it just like now it's different, especially when they tie in the monthly books? Because like back in the day, like when we talked to Chichester, they had summits and stuff and they plotted stuff out. You probably don't get that level of planning anymore, right?
And that's why it's only in the Justice League book and not the main books. My case in point.
I know.
That's why it doesn't feel like there's any stakes. And even if it is, like, okay, I really don't give a poop about Batman anymore. I'm ready for Nightwing to take over Gotham and actually make that place a better place.
I know, but then if you even do that, then you'd like derail Tom Taylor's stuff he's doing in the Nightwing book. I'm
just saying, at the end of the day, everybody that's there to replace the Justice League, yeah, it's about damn time. Like, this is what we've been building to literally for 30 years for our what's the point of having legacy characters if they can't really ever be part of the main book? What's the point? Everybody that I grew up with that's a legacy character is too old to be in like teen, in any of the teen teams, and they barely get time because we brought back, say for Wally, we brought back Barry for no particular reason other than shock value. Let's be honest.
Well, that's the situation they've got themselves in because that's the problem with that generation.
For 5G, we added a whole bunch more.
I know.
The fervorless legacy characters that really have nothing to do with the main actual. Everybody's Spider-Woman at this point. Although Spider-Woman was done much better, obviously.
Yeah.
But like honestly, it's like a Spider-Woman. Yeah. She has really nothing to do with the actual like Spider-Verse that most people know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like Dick Grayson. You also got Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian,
Stephanie, Cassandra,
and it's like how do the ages work? And then you throw in the I Am Batman, and it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, and then let's not forget Tam, because they said one day she might be a Batgirl or a Robin, and that whole thing, and then the other little sister. It's a whole thing, man. If you're a real fan and but.
I mean, they scream diversity, but it doesn't just like they want their.
They keep putting Tam in a drug-induced coma. So, I mean, I got beef. I do. I told you everything feels very disingenuous with DC, with Marvel as well. With Marvel, the new Marvel stuff is definitely. It's like I want muscular mommy She-Hulk. Like, what's the deal? Why is she so small? Like. She-Hulk fans, that's what we want. Just ask John Byrne. Byrne. John Byrne knew what the kids wanted. I'm just saying.
No, John Byrne knew what John Byrne wanted. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean Dark Crisis, I hope it revs up. I mean
December, huh, bud? We might actually not make it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We might not make it.
Again, we could do other stuff, and then just whenever there's a new one, be like, oh yeah, hey.
But the point is, there's there's always going to be something Dark Crisis related from here to December.
I know. Yeah. But it doesn't have to be.
Let's talk good books though. Let's get out of here and talk good books.
Okay.
You
Nubia.
want to talk Nubia, or what else do you want to talk?
Well, we can start with Nubia. And again, a good book, but it's like another case of, oh, hey, we're just, this takes place before Justice League 75. We're going to ignore Dark Crisis, too.
As you should.
Everyone is, basically. If you're not a team book, you're like, yeah, F it.
It'd be funny if, this is actually concurrent, because we don't care. I like that we're learning about the different tribes though. Like, it's about time. Like that was the one thing that kind of annoyed me about Nubia not being Wonder Woman's sister, because like she went off and created those tribes in Africa and stuff. And like I feel like, I don't know, I still am very like disheartened by Nubia's new origin, especially if they are gonna go back to the old Clay origin for Diana. I feel the way, but anywho,
look at DC's playbook. I mean, and if we are doing the Clay for Diana, hey, eventually, maybe without telling anyone, Nubia will go back to her original origin too.
I don't know. It's such a divergent in the whole Well of Souls thing which some people have just clung to. Like this is the Nubia most people actually know outside of Wikipedia. Like honestly, I probably am like the only person that has those actual books. Somebody that's like you have to be like a collector, because like most people don't even know Nubia existed before. There's like, oh, look at them, Forest Diver. I'm like, babes, this Nubia is a very old character. Pipe down. I bet you don't even know who Man-Bat is. I bet you don't even know who Catman is. Pipe down. Pipe down.
Burn. Sorry, Ray. No, what I was gonna say, you see those fanboys online. They're like, oh, why do they have to make a girl Hulk? It's like, well, she's been around since 1980.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she was totally forced. They're like, we should have She-Hulk just so nobody else can have a She-Hulk.
For the trademark, yeah, but I mean, she has been around. It turned
out to be pretty good.
Yeah, oh yeah, but she's been around. It's not like
much like Green Arrow, it's like, yeah, we better just, for somebody else does that.
Yeah. But she's there. She's put the time in.
Definitely. Now, has it been a little shaky? Yes. But have there been some amazing arcs? Yes.
Yeah.
Is she iconic? Yes. But I like getting to know the other tribes. I think that this is very cool. And then we got a villain that's tied to her past also. So
yes,
I don't know, they're trying to flesh her out, but and I like the book. It's well written. The art is amazing.
Yeah, I like
it's just something, and it's better than the last main Wonder Woman book that I read. No tea, no shade. Like, I just don't like what they're doing with current Wonder Woman right now. So
yeah,
this is like as close as I'm gonna get to a Wonder Woman book. So
I know it isn't it's probably not completely your cup of tea, but I mean, was this a good Nubia for you?
No, it's a good Nubia. All things considered, it really is. It's very well thought out. I just, like I said, her new origin with her being sexually assaulted and all that stuff. Like, I just it doesn't sit right with my spirit. But I just try to put that out of my mind. And the story that they're telling is really fun and intriguing, and she's competent. And I love a competent hero. I do.
And you got every cover, right?
Shh! Don't tell my accountant. Don't tell my accountant, but yes.
Oh my God! You need to send me a picture of just one of those dogs sitting on your couch wearing glasses and has like a calculator in front of it. Yeah.
Lilith's accountant. Looks like my dog food was light this week, man.
What's my spending look like this month? Well, Mama, it looks kind of rough.
Oh, get out! Show yourself out, Philip. But I think this was my favorite DC book this week, honestly.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was very good.
I didn't, like I said, Poison Ivy was good, but it's still not quite there yet.
Yeah, it was like a horror take. But did you read the new Earth Prime?
The Flash #5 or the other one?
The Flash #5.
Okay, I thought it was
the current one that's on so far.
Oh no, that's Flashpoint Beyond. Like, there's so many books. There's
oh yeah.
Yeah, Impulse and Excess. Yeah, okay. I mean, I didn't like it the first time, but okay.
Well, that kind of seems like that's a lot of what this series has been, because like even the Legends one was like, the Legends that hadn't been on the show in a while.
Yeah. Cause mom and dad are on vacation. When the cat's away, the mice will play, baby. Yeah. Like that's the vibes here. It's
Do
like
you
they're so
thi-
old too. It's like, first of all, XS is old as hell to be acting like she's 12, but whatever.
I know that
Neither
is
here nor
weird.
there.
That is weird. It's like she's a grown woman who has a job, but she acts like she's like 12. That is kind of weird.
But at least Bart's in university, so there's that.
Hmm. Do you think between? I mean, we had one episode this season on the Flash. We have this. Do you think they're trying to spin these two off into like a series after Flash
No.
is over? No.
No. There's no more to be spun out of the Arrowverse, actually. That's
True.
why they gave us Gotham Knights. So
Ugh.
no, seriously, like so that it's different. It's not. They're trying to totally kill the Arrowverse so that if Greg Berlanti wants to continue it over at HBO Max, because that's where his contract is, that's where it's gonna go.
Well, if anything can kill a universe, it's going to be Gotham Knights.
That trailer. I honestly I almost threw up. It was so bad.
I really don't see any good responses to it. Everyone's just like, "What is
I don't
this?"
know how this got greenlit. I don't know who sold their soul, but you might want a refund, homie.
Again,
You're
is
supposed
it
to
just
say, yes, I want it to be a successful show to last for at least 7 seasons with merchandise. Can't just say I want a show greenlit, okay? If you're going to sell your soul, you need to be very specific. Get yourself a contract lawyer.
I mean, do they just automatically greenlight stuff when they hear, "Hey, it's a Batman show," But of course, they can't use Batman on TV.
Well,
so
no,
they're like,
because it took forever for Gotham to become a thing, so it's not an automatic greenlight.
yeah. But it's
It
like,
took
come
forever
on,
for
kid.
Batwoman to be greenlit, technically, if you really want to know the truth.
If it's DC, come on. What sells better than Batman?
Batman.
Literally
My
anything
favorite
else.
character.
Superman.
What?
On TV, Superman sells better than Batman just because they don't have
Yeah.
those rights issues.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like the Batman's not going to even be in this show.
It's none of the characters we even know or love.
No!
They're all made up. What's the point?
I think maybe. I mean, there's one or two, but it's like it's not.
Very
household-
tangential, bro.
It's not household names. Yeah.
Tangential at best.
Like,
Ugh.
is Stephanie Brown there? I mean, that's your big headliner.
Man, most of these fake fan bros don't even know who Stephanie Brown is.
I was gonna say, I mean, I love Stephanie, but she's not exactly a household name.
I think Cass would probably just.
Harper Row is on the show. That's what it was. Harper Row.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not even. Never mind.
Yeah.
You know what I was about to say, but I'll just let that go.
And then we made up another new son for Batman. Okay.
They could have used Damien. They literally could have.
Mm-hmm.
They literally could have, though. That's not that came way after that deal, so I don't know why we're not at least using Damien.
Yeah. But that Earth Prime issue, I'm like, hey, someone remembers Wally exists.
Somebody.
I swear they don't even mention it. I don't think that if they do, it's one real brief mention, but it's like they don't even mention Wally on the show anymore. It's like, remember, Joe has another kid he discovered. Hey, remember?
Shh. We don't like to talk about it.
Oh my God. And I'm just like, I don't know if it's like the ongoing gag, but it's like, I don't think we've seen baby Jenna since she's a baby. Because they were talking about like starting, was it preschool or kindergarten on one of the current episodes? I'm just like, I don't think we've seen that kid since she was a baby.
Since she was born, yeah, probably not.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's always like,
Wait,
oh, she's up.
Does Cecile still have her powers?
What?
Does Cecile still have her powers?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, please. Yeah. That's his.
It's been that long since I watched the show. I was just like, I heard somebody complaining about it on a forum. I'm like, wait, really?
That's his
Was it because of
superpowered
the baby?
That's his superpowered backup now that Frost is dead. It's like her and Allegra. Yeah.
Oh, I want to vomit. I don't know if I'm going to make it through the rewatch, bro. Oof.
Oof.
Gosh. I bet you Candace Patton is pissed.
Dude, they're limping to the finish line. I hate to say that, but
Yeah, I really thought that one of the couple of seasons ago was going to be like the Arrow resurgence, and it just didn't happen. So I was just like, you know what? Yep, I'll see you in the final season, bud.
Yeah, no. After Crisis, it's just been.
Crisis was a mistake. Let's just be honest. Can we all be honest about that? It was a mistake.
But then after that, it's like Stephen Amell's gone, and then they canceled Supergirl. It started crumbling.
Well, they should we should have never made a Supergirl show. B, we definitely should have never made a Batwoman show.
And then have to make a new main.
Yeah.
Should
have just went ahead and did the Superman show. Shouldn't have been afraid to do it.
No. I mean, look,
that's what the people wanted the whole time. That's what held Supergirl back. The fact that everybody wanted a Wonder Woman or a Superman show, and they split the difference and gave us Supergirl. Honestly, I mean, outside of like Melissa Benoist fans, which rightly so, love Melissa, total sweetheart.
Yes,
but like that's what kept the show going on Melissa Benoist's freaking vibes alone. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean that was great casting. It's just some of the writing they gave.
The writing for like yeah.
And
then they did give us Martian Manhunter, which was good for TV, good on a TV budget.
Yes.
So yeah, but like I don't know why we're doing Earth Prime books. No, it's not selling well from what I understand, and it's a $6 book. Are you?
Well, I don't know if it was in the works before they announced all the cancellations. Because I think that, like I said, somebody on Legends, was it the showrunner or someone, was like, "Oh yeah, we were going to pick up some of this stuff if we had gotten another season." So,
well, the cancellation. Well, the whole CW being sold came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I think this series came out before.
But they should have been honest with themselves when there were new owners. You know your ratings aren't good. You know that you're the only reason that your show stayed on there is because you're part of the Arrowverse, and ratings don't matter. On the CW, it's like, okay, it's a DC property. We're just running this at a loss. Like, let's be real. I'm gonna be real with you. That's what it was.
Well, isn't that how Netflix does business?
Well, at least they had merch at the end of the day and DVD sales.
True.
So, I mean, that's what kind of keeps them afloat. And, you know, they get free advertising with the fans tweeting and doing this and doing that. Whereas, I don't know. You can't really tweet a Netflix show for the most part. Same thing with Disney Plus, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah,
you can be an a-hole and ruin it for everybody, but you know it's frowned upon.
On that cheery note.
Yeah. What other book did we have?
Aquaman. But we talked it on Capes, but we could talk it again. But yeah, Aquaman and Andromeda.
We need to talk about Aquaman. What the F is this?
I told you.
It's a $7 book that is false advertising.
I told you it's like a sci-fi adventure, and Aquaman shows up for maybe 4 or 5 pages.
Yeah, it's like just say it's black. Just say you're sick of Aquaman and you want a black man. You want to make Black Manta your ocean guy. Just say it. Just say it.
Even Black Manta only showed up for 2 pages.
I'm just saying, it's like, geez, it's clear y'all are sick of Aquaman because that whole debacle. You want no association, so just say, like with the monkey. I was like, wait a minute, why is Black Manta in Monkey Prince? What is going on here?
But and again, it's like, well, if you don't want that association with the Snyderverse, I mean, do we need to And
that Aquaman looks like Jason Momoa.
I was going to say, change the look of Aquaman back to
Yes, I hate to be the person. Yes, let's go back to bleach blonde surfer boy Aquaman.
At least make him shave,
Give him the hook back for all I care at this point.
Oh, Burke.
Give him the harpoon hand. I don't care.
It's somewhere, some creator's going, yes, dumbass, yes.
I know. Trust me, I know. That's how bad it is. And I'm like, yeah, sure, bring back the harpoon hand. Throw it in.
Go ahead, throw it in. But no, I think that's step one, is that, like, we need to go back to a more classic look and have him not look like Momoa. That's step one.
Honestly, we need to reboot his whole origin.
Yeah.
I say go back to that classic, his father was an underwater explorer. I don't care. And then he gets powers, and then he marries an Atlantean princess, and she gives him the power to breathe underwater. I don't care.
That's what we need to do, especially for some of these characters like Aquaman. January, when we're going to roll out all the new books and stuff, because it's going to happen. January, we do a bunch of like year
Secret
one type
origins.
Yes, like year one type origins for like Aquaman, Green Arrow, whoever else needs
We
it.
start him in Seattle. I say we can start Green Arrow in Seattle. We make him the most realistic hero, obviously.
Maybe give us an updated Wonder Woman origin. Again, go back to the clay.
They're not gonna do it. They don't have the balls to do it.
I mean, well, again, now they don't tell us. They just quietly, go back to pre-New 52 stuff.
Yeah, I would be shouting it from the rooftops because nobody likes it. That's the thing they don't understand. Their pride is what keeps them from being great. You need to apologize to your fans like Joel Schumacher.
Well, again, they were sick of being the company that was known to, that they were rebooting every 10 to 20 years, since Crisis on Infinite Earths. But it's like, you know what? Steer into your skid.
That's all you got at this point.
Exactly.
The road is poopy.
And we don't need it. And we don't need a Crisis every 5 years. Come on.
I mean, I say we don't do an event or a crossover or anything for 2 years.
But I'm just saying,
get these characters back on track.
I'm just saying, you want to do a giant event, you don't have to destroy the multiverse every year. I'm getting sick of it.
We've literally been chasing our tails for 40 years? 40 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because they decided that, Crisis was a mistake. They instantly regretted it. If you read through those books, like we've been doing, you literally see instant regret. Except for, we get to do a new Batman origin. Ooh, we get to do a new Superman origin. Ooh, we get to split up the books. Ooh. Mm-hmm. They see the money, but they don't see, the actual problem with doing what they're doing.
Well, they thought the multiverse was too complicated, I guess. It's like...
Meanwhile, it's the multiverse error for everybody else, and they can't even get it right. Come on.
Well, I mean,
you can't get the multiverse right?
I mean, back in 1986, they're like, we have to do Crisis. The multiverse is too confusing. It's like, really?
You know what? I'm building this time machine. I'm going to go back. And
again.
Say, you idiots!
Again, just listen to me and Lilith. Reboot... 99% change everything back to pre-Crisis. We'll keep a few little things, but
keep the marriage, keep the kid.
Yeah, just reboot back to a couple months before Crisis. There you go.
A couple months.
Oh, because they were even back then they were revving up for Crisis months beforehand.
Oh yeah, clearly I remember. I have them all.
So yeah, just wind the clock back to before all that.
They couldn't have the balls. They just don't. They're under so much scrutiny with Discovery too at this point that they just kind of have to do with Batman. It's I guess 50 Batman books it is.
They need to go in the completely opposite direction instead of being known as DC so dark. It's hey, they need to
It wasn't always like this, kids.
They need to give DC a run for their money, but look how wholesome this is. Especially stuff like Superman and Wonder Woman. Look how wholesome this is.
Wonder Woman's never been wholesome, but she's
maybe
never
not Wonder Woman,
either.
but stuff like Superman and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I say we should get into another fight with Marvel about Captain Marvel because that's truly the wholesome character that we should have. The ultimate kid wish fulfillment. Come on.
I was just thinking that. I was Captain Marvel, because he is a kid.
Just to rub the salt in the wound. I think Discovery Bros, if you really want to make waves, sue Marvel for Captain Marvel's rights again. Do it. Do it.
I don't know, the way she is in the MCU, they might just give it to you.
Ooh! I mean, they do. They're but then we got Miss Marvel, so I don't know if we can do that. Mary Marvel, though, she doesn't go by Miss Marvel. It's fine. Or we could get Kamala to be Marvel Girl, I was going to mention on the show, but I didn't want Charlie yelling at me, so.
And I know you said they won't, but again, it's hey, I mean, in the MCU, we can kill off Carol Danvers and Monica can just be Captain Marvel.
She could just be Miss Rambeau for all I care.
Oh, my. Or unless we do one of the guy Captain Marvels, because we
Marvel! Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I was reading something. Is he getting a new comic book or something? Or showing up somewhere?
Genus, his son is getting a comic.
Okay, that's what I saw, right?
written by some dumbass.
Oh, really?
Uh huh.
David?
Yeah. Mhm.
Nice.
Yep.
But he much like George R. R. Martin needs to focus on other things like Bitterroot. I need that movie, bro. Stay focused, my friend.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think we can wrap it up here.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
That's what Lil Thal was chanting.
Here's your Egg McMuffin.
Ooh, burn. We'll probably have something Dark Crisis coming down the pike here, but trying to remember if next week's a animated review or not. I can't remember. Oh, I'm old. No, 2 weeks is the animated series review. So yeah, we'll probably have something Dark Crisis for you next week, kids. And if not, we'll pick something from the Lilith Hellfire list.
When are you gonna start using your list, Phil?
I will. I just don't want you to think I'm like completely taking over. But no, remember when we did JLA? That was my idea.
I know. I'm just saying. Like I don't mind. I picked a lot. A lot. That was a long list, my friend.
And again, I told you, I think in August we'll probably do that crossover with Nightwing News and Sector 2814 for that Justice League Titans thing. So
You really got the DC bug up your ass, don't you?
whoa!
Cross over this, cross over that. Summer event this, summer event that.
It's contagious.
True, it's addictive. I know.
Anyway, so yeah, so we'll see what we
I
have for you.
understood that naughty laugh.
Hey, we'll see what we have next week for you, kids. But I'm sure it'll be
Follow
Dark
us
Crisis.
on the internets to find out.
I'm sure it'll be dark. Yes, follow us on social media. But yes, send us your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Dark Crisis? On
Do you
Nubia?
like Dark Crisis? Please tell me why. Change my mind. # change my mind.
Exactly that. Nubia, Earth Prime. What should we reboot Aquaman? Yes. Send us your thoughts. Email us.
Oh yeah, that should be the poll. Put that in the group.
Hey, what? But the Aquaman reboot?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, kids. So, should it be like who needs the most rebooting? Him, Green Arrow.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, send your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Unlimited Justice.
Get some.
On Facebook, on Twitter. Again, you want to know, if we don't know beforehand what we're doing, yeah, follow the social media. Always put it up there. So, so find the links to all the various social medias for all the shows we do, Facebook fan groups. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Everything this team does gets a video on YouTube. So smash the subscribe button so you never miss a moment of the goodness.
Smash it.
And of course, most importantly, subscribe to the Patreon. Every little bit helps. We're paying for this ourselves. $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive early access to all the creator interviews, including once a month, DG Chichester himself. That's right. That legend among men, Mr. DG Chichester, gives you the ins and outs of the comic book industry.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And of course, because Lilith Hellfire loves pain, superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time.
Even if it kills Phil, it'll look like it might.
It will. For some reason, my internal organs are shutting down quicker than Lilith Hellfire's, and that's impossible.
Told you, I got a Wakandan liver, bud.
It's a mother box.
It's a boom tube. It just shoots it out into a different universe.
Oh my god. Boom tubes and mother boxes. Are we talking about DC Comics or a gynecologist office?
Find out next week.
So yes, subscribe to the Patreon or get yourself some snazzy Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks.
Take a life, save a life. Choice is yours.
Heyo. Find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics or in the show notes. Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk to you about Dark Crisis?
Or Or tell me what you're reading. Well, tell me the good stuff you're reading. Find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire69, on Instagram, and of course on TikTok, making comments, not content, at Lilith Hellfire69. Duh.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. I need that
Do
as
them
a
both.
drop. The big finish.
Jazz hands.
You get a rat on your alligator back, bro. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business. How hard is it?
Yeah, DC, how hard is it?
Whoa!
Shut your filthy mouth.
I love it. All right, kids. Yes, come back next week for something.
That's what he said.
Hey, I'm sure we'll have something new to talk about. And like I said, if we don't have enough, we'll throw an old.
We'll make it enough.
An oldie but a goodie at you.
Come on, who are we kidding, Phil? We'll make it enough, like we always do.
We'll make it work. Hey, if you want me to pick something, I'll pick something. All right, kids. So, yes, we're always here. So come back and get yourself some justice.
Unlimited justice. Outrageous.
The great darkness.